16-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
From the shotgun, Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the play back. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown. Wilson. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. And now they're going to fake it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There's some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. For the PAT. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8.
Makes the score Lions 21. Desperados.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
So the yard.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. From the 29, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
As this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Back at his own 49.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
For the running back.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 36, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's going the other way. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Probably went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
4th down and goal at the 5-yard line.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And some room to run now. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Wilson on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Being chased out left. We'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a handoff working right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open there, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. Wants a screen pass. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll get this one to Galladay. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Good. Makes the score Lions 28. Desperados 8.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the game. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, this will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 35, Desperados 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. His blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 79 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Lions 42, Desperados 8. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st down and 10. At their own 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeff Okuda. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try.
And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 63 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Lining up for the point after.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one,
49.
That's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tracy Walker on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Wilson. It's into the hands of Akers, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Donald Parham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Barbara, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we usually think about a passing play. Something in the air, deep ball. But about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still working for the coordinator. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there
trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The quick slant caught, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Desperados 15.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Wilson's pass.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
It's
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it and took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a toss running left, Akers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
As his own brain remembers, When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. 20. And that will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a...
Lockett the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down, Desperados.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Brown. Did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And he
threw an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 70, Desperados 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Goes for right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Wilson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's 3rd down and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Past the 20, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. It's a run with Akers. The toss running left. Akers, and it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.
Desperados 27.